Hello friends, this is the Cryptonian taking a look at MATIC this time. Just finished the video on AVE and I'm taking a look at the charts here. I see MATIC. MATIC here on the daily looks pretty good, guys. We are now testing the moving averages, and if we can have good news from the Fed, then most likely we can bounce here. Okay, so we are testing a primary trend line here. Okay, and we're testing and excuse me, we have a secondary trend line here, right? So I would say the better trend line to enter is at right around 80 cents right here. Let me go ahead and make this a little bit high, a little bit better for you, but a little bit larger for you. But one thing before we leave this chart, look at the daily, how the daily stochastics is down here. Now sometimes it does take time to pan out, and it could even go lower, even though the stochastics is down here. But everything is in the process of being reset. And of course, you know, as a investor or buyer, you want to buy after you want to buy these big corrections when it finds support, right? Now, again, I can't tell you what to buy, how to buy, when to buy, but this is what I do. Um, when you have large corrections, those are probably the best times to get in, even if it's, you know, even if it's not for the exact bottom. You can dollar cost average in, and it's usually the best bet. I mean, your other option is buying pumps, and you don't want to do that. So that being said, let's take a look here on the 4-hour chart. And you can see the 4-hour chart here is at the bottom. At the bottom, look at this. The stochastics crawling on the bottom on the 4-hour because we've just had this big bleed off here. And so MATIC, I think, is getting to a point where I think it's a possible buy. Here you can see it's testing this primary trend line, and then if this, for some reason, because of the Fed or whatever, if we have a market sell-off and we come back down, the secondary trend line is at about 80 cents, 80, 81 cents. Now, the reason why I like that is, well, it's a trend line, but also when we look left, we can see that this is coinciding with the Fibonacci 618. And so this would, in my opinion, be a good place, and I think it would probably hold unless there's a really bad market sell-off and we just come down and then we do this. That if that happens, 75 cents, 74 cents would be my entry. Everything would be in the dirt by that time, so I would think that this would probably hold, or maybe even the Fibonacci 7.8 at about 77 cents. So extreme case, 75 to 77 cents would be entry that I would be definitely comfortable taking, and because MATIC has got some amazing things going on for it. But primarily here, I'm looking for possible bounce here, and if it's good news from the Fed, then we could be in this position long term. So we're on trend, and we did have this big sell-off here. We're on the above the moving averages and on trend, so I think MATIC is probably a good choice at this point in time. Small entry here, and if we lose that, get stopped out, and then re-enter around 80 cents. This is pretty much my plan. Now 80 cents is going to be below, well, yeah, okay, I said that 80 cents is golden pocket, and where we are now is about 0.5 fib, a little bit above that, 84.6 cents, 84.6 cents right here. Okay, and then below that 80 cents, and then below that 75 cents. RSI is in the dirt on the 4-hour, so I do think that this is going to hold. Let's take a look at RSI close up here and see where we're at. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Wow, RSI. The average is up here at 34, but look, right now the RSI on the 4-hour is 25. Okay, RSI 4-hour 25. RSI on the daily, still making we have a low, still making a higher low if we bounce here. So let's see, 48 currently right now on the daily. So need to be careful. Could go down a little bit further, but I do think that we'll probably see some kind of a reaction here. RSI is pretty low. We've sold off quite a bit, and you know, the RSI, just because it's low doesn't mean it's a great entry. You have to look at confluence on the chart, and also RSI has more to do with its strength, right, rather than excuse me, judging entries. So that's important distinction to make. But the entire picture does look good, but I'm kind of waiting here. Uh-oh, it looks like it wants to possibly lose this support here. So, but anyway, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Those are the levels I'm looking at for MATIC. I think MATIC is a very good investment this cycle. They have a lot of good things going for it. And let me know what your opinion is in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. But I'm keeping my eye on this one. And if we bounce here today, then I will be taking a position. Thank you for watching, friends. Take care. I wish you the best in crypto.